Hi there, my name's Steve Newton. I've just written a book for you called Cancer, What Is It? How do you get cancer? And what is the best cancer treatment? And I'd like to share with you a little bit about how this book came into being. First of all, let me say, I don't have cancer, nor do I ever intend to get cancer. But a good friend of mine was diagnosed with breast cancer back in 2000. She underwent 5 years of conventional therapy, during which time she lost her husband, she lost her business, and she was socially alienated by friends and family. And then in 2005, she was diagnosed terminal. At that point, she said, I'd rather die than go through that again. But I don't want to die. I've got too much to live for. So she sought out some alternative treatments. And I'm happy to say that at the time of release of this book, July 2012, she's still going strong. So in order to better understand her situation, I asked myself 3 questions. You guessed it. Cancer, what is it? How do you get cancer? What is the best treatment? And I'd like to share with you a little bit about what I've learned that could save your life or possibly the life of someone you love. I've learned a few interesting things about cancer while researching for my book, Cancer, What Is It? How do you get cancer? And what is the best cancer treatment? The book is available at cancerwhatisit.com. Probably the single biggest thing I've learned is that if you're diagnosed with cancer, always, always, always get a second opinion. I mean, it's a proven statistical fact that 50% of all doctors finish in the bottom half of their class. Think about that for a moment. The next biggest thing that I've learned about cancer is, if you don't have cancer yet, there are several things that you have control over that can help you to prevent it. And there's some other curiosities that I think people should be aware of when they're researching cancer, whether it's for treatment or prevention. And here's a few examples. Some forecasts are that as many as 1/2 of the North American population will be affected by cancer sometime in their life. Do you have cancer? Do you know someone who has cancer? How about someone who has been affected by cancer somehow? I'll bet you do. And there's research that suggests that cancer, as we know it, hasn't really been around all that long. It seems to have become more prevalent since the start of the industrial age. Autopsies on old cadavers and mummies and things of that sort have revealed very little, if any, cancer present prior to the industrial age. Something to think about there. And then there's the processed foods. My thoughts are that if it comes in a package and wasn't around 100 years ago, it probably isn't good for you. There's a lot of research out there that suggests that there's things that you have control over that can help you to prevent or beat cancer. For example, there are several areas of the world where rates of cancer are almost non-existent. Scientists suspect that these low rates may be based in diet and nutrition. You should know that cancer is treated differently in North American or Western medicine than it is in other parts of the world. North American tends to treat the symptoms, not the cause. The Eastern European or more traditional medicine tends to be more of a holistic approach to treating the cause. Now, I'm not here to say that any one approach is better than the other. Yeah, I've got my own personal beliefs, and I share some of them in my book. I'm not here to sell you some miracle cure or tell you that if you do something, you'll never get cancer. It's way more complicated than that. What I'm suggesting to you is that if you're looking to treat or prevent cancer, then you should do your research. My book, Cancer, What Is It? How do you get cancer? And what is the best cancer treatment? Is a practical guide to several things that you may want to consider in your research. I wrote it to help me. It's the result of the research I did for myself to help me with my cancer prevention planning. But I also wrote it to help you. And that's because I think there's some things that you should know about cancer prevention and cancer treatment that could save your life or that of someone you love. So for about the same price as a fast food meal, which ironically may contribute to causing cancer, you get practical information on what cancer is and how the body deals with it, how to prevent cancer using things that are within your control, the pros and cons of conventional and alternative cancer treatments, the importance of detoxification and nutrition in fighting and preventing cancer. You get some tips around cancer survivorship and living with the cancer patient, and I have first-hand experience with that. You get a little bit of information around end-of-life planning. I also have experience with that. As well, there's a useful list of web resources that you can use to start your own research. So ask yourself, what if just one thing in this book leads you to discover something that could save your life or the life of someone you love? What if just one thing in this book leads you to living a full, happy life free of cancer? Consider the alternative. Take control of your life now. My book, Cancer, What Is It? How Do You Get Cancer? And What is the Best Cancer Treatment? Is available at cancerwhatisit.com. Thank you.